Assalamualaikum and very good morning to everyone. My name is Akmal bin ESMADEE, and today our group will conduct a group discussion for OSHA subject Bmmu 4053 with me as the moderator. Before start this group discussion, I would like to introduce my group member. First is Anderson Chong Anak Uji. And then we have NURUL, SHAHIDA, AKILA, BINTI, ZAINURIN. Okay. Safety and health have a long history in human civilization where there is evidence the safety and health awareness back of the Egyptian pharaoh and also during the time of the Romans. OSHA is a safety guide to prevent accidents. Therefore, OSHA takes a huge role in business management. Okay, for the first question, I would like to ask Miss Shahida Akila, on your opinion, what is the role of the OSHA requirement in business management?
Okay, thank you to our moderator, Shahrul Akmal. On my opinion, role of OSHA requirement in business management to provide a workplace free from serious recognized hazard and complete with standard rule and regulation issued under the OSHA Act. Exam workplace condition to make sure they conform to applicable OSHA standard, and then make sure employee have and use safe tool and equipment and properly maintain this equipment. Okay, Shahrul, I think that's my opinion for OSHA requirement in business management.
Okay, thank you, Shahida Akila. And now, how about you, Mr. Anderson? What is your opinion on the OSHA requirement in the business management?
Okay, hi. Thank you to our moderator. And for my opinion on OSHA requirement in business management is to carry out safety and risk assessment at the workplace or the in the company, and also they need to provide the documentation of the result. And also, this also include the obligation of implementing preventive measure based on the result of the assessment. It also, according to the principle of prevention as down in Act 6, and also risk OSHA assessment methodology. Also, in this risk OSHA assessment methodology also inform about the workers' safety and health risk, as well the acquainted measure for protection and prevention. It also in this also the role also provide the appropriate safety and healthy training, and also measure and to ensure the each worker can participate in according to the role they lay in, which is declared the training must be take place for recruitment. Okay. This also can be transferred as change of job, and also the event of introducing the new work equipment, and also change the equipment into the event depend on the technology. This step must repeat is necessary. So this from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Anderson. Okay, in Malaysia, what are the occupational Safety and Health Act, which is OSHA, in Malaysia? Okay, Mr. Andy, can you start first on what is the OSHA Act in Malaysia?
Okay, in Malaysia, I guess the Occupational Safety and Healthy Act 1994 or the Act 514 that provide the legal framework for safety, healthy, and welfare among all Malaysian workforce. This principle is also to prevent and protect the workers, hazard and is risk to connection their activities at work.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Anderson. And now for Mr. Sedagila. Okay, what the salient feature on the OSHA in Malaysia?
Okay, the silent feature of the Act include the establishment of the National Council for Occupational Safety and Health, which is NCOCH. The duty to formulate safety and health policy, the appointment of safety and health officer in certain class of industry, the establishment of safety and health commit at the place of work, and the use of approved industry code of practice has evidence of complaints to safety and health provision. Some of it are the regulation and other code of practice and guidelines. Shahrul?
Thank you. Okay, do you guys think that it is important for the management to follow the OSHA requirement?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, as you guys both agree that it is important, so I would like to ask, what are the effects on the company if it doesn't follow the OSHA requirement? Okay, Mr. Anderson?
Okay. What will affect the company is they doesn't follow the OSHA requirement. As we know, is a very high risk situation. If the OSHA get wind of imitated danger that could cause death or serious injury, they can conduct on-site inspection at the same day if possible. And their workplace were categorized as high risk workplace. This authority of OSHA will schedule that their company will be target inspection for business that will be in a high risk industry and business that will have unusual will be as an unusual large number of injury or an illness. And they also can reported as fatality or have serious injury. The authority of Russia will require the company to report any patient that's hospital or any serious injury. Then OSHA will have to get the report from the company and they will also inspect the site. Some workers will file a complaint about safety and safety and healthy. And if not too dangerous, the OSHA will probably start asking the question either through phone or face to face. However, there will be on-site inspection if the response from company is not at their expectation. So this step also to warm when to give a warning for other company to get serious about OSHA, this OSHA requirement or OSHA management. So I guess that's from me.
Okay, thank you. Do you think the worker should learn about the OSHA? Miss Nurul Akila, can you answer it?
I think yes, workers should learn about OSHA because to prevent workplace injury, illness, and death, as well as the suffering and financial hardship. This event can cause for workers, their family, and employers. The recommend practice use proactive approach to managing workplace safety and health. Other than that, traditional approach are often reactive. That is, problem are addressed only after a worker is injured or becomes sick. A new standard or regulation is published, or an outside inspection find a problem that must be fixed. This recommended practice recognize that finding and fix hazard before they cause injury and illness is a far more effective approach.
Okay, thank you. Then we back to Mr. Anderson. Can you describe why are the company need to carry out the risk management?
Thank you. Why company need to carry out the risk? There was is important too, because if they carry out this risk management, they will able to reduce the risk, and the organization also can minimize their resource and also the monitor and control the impact or negative this event, while they also can maximize their positive event. And also consistent, systematic, and integrated approach of risk management also can help in determine on how best to identify the and migrate the significant risk. This also included this also can include the benefit to give the awareness to the organization, and give the organization also will be have more confident in to achieve their goal and objective, because they're able to control this risk to their company. And also compliant this also give the company more efficient, and regulator this can be we call more efficient the company to produce a high standard, because they know they know the company is in the right way of the OSHA. So I guess that's for me.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Anderson. And for Miss Dakila, you can you give the 4 basic component of the risk management?
Okay. The basic component of risk management are risk identification, risk analysis, risk mitigation, and risk monitoring. That's the risk component of risk management.
Okay,
Shahrul.
thank you. And back to Mr. Anderson. How can we identify the hazard and what are the proper methods that can we use?
It will be easy to identify the hazard if we can identify the situation or equipment or the thing or an item or activities that can cause harm to ourselves or our workers or our colleagues or our teammates also. Then what method we can use is to train them or so to encourage them to able to recognize that will be any situation or item or equipment that can harm them. Also, play out, uh, give warning that if any issue that could happen while we at work. And also, they need to train this regularly, efficient for uh, for to maintain their in the high standard form.
Okay, thank you. And two, Mr. Dakila, how can you suggest the way to justify the risk from minor, moderate, and major?
Okay, how to identify the risk from minor, moderate, and major? Risk, risk called sample risk metric, where the consequences and relate with likelihood of the accident to happen. For example, major injured or high risk were placed that like to happen. That's the way to justify the risk from minor, moderate, and major.
Thank you. Okay, can you guys give your opinion on the method on how to control the risk? Can we start with the Mr. Anderson?
I guess that one method that I know to control what risk can from happening, what to control the risk from happening. First of all, to control it from happening, we need to organize our work to reduce expose for this any type of asset like item, equipment, or uh, anything related to it. And also, we need to involve any workers and consulting them about this organizing their work also.
Okay, thank you. And how about you, Mr. Shahdakila? Can you give your opinion on how to control the risk or hazard from happening?
Okay, how to do? We need to using personal protective equipment, which is PPE. PPE is referred to anything employee use or wear to minimize risk to their health and safety. So PPE include, but it is not limited to the following. For example, is Google face mask, glove, apron, bodysuit, safety shoes, and bodysuit. PPE limit exposure to the harmful effect of a hazard by only if employer wear and use the PPE correctly. So, using administrative control and PPE to reduce risk does not control the hazard at the source. PPE rely on human behavior and supervision, and use on their own tend to be least effective in minimizing risk.
Okay, thank you. Lastly, in you guys' opinion, what are the suggestions that you can suggest for the company management to reduce the human error? Okay, we start from Mr. Anderson.
Okay. Thank you, our moderator. In I guess we know the human error may be happening without we realize that maybe it happened from burnout, or they tired, and suddenly they tired, or even their lack of something that we cannot help, so they're unpredictable. For me, in my opinion, for suggestion to reducing the human error also is to improve the internal communication line. Due to some communication line is we don't know, they doesn't they not manage well in communication, that can could cause confusion in between workers or the manager or the other department. Then that's why we need to improve the communication line. So the second is for company is they need to invest in offsite cloud data backup. So this most of company have private and confidential data, so they need to backup it, and some hard copy data also cannot sustain in a long term. So in order to sustain this data in order, and also the important data, they need have cloud data. So my last suggestion is on reducing the communication channel. On reducing the communication channel, so the workers or employee and also management knows the official channel, where then official channel to their submit something or important, or the right channel that they need to voice out, or the right channel. So to this also to avoid any misunderstanding in between the line of work. Yeah, I guess that's my suggestion from me. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Anderson, for your suggestion. Okay, and how about you, Mr. Akila? What are your suggestions to prevent the human error?
Okay. The suggestion for company management to reduce human error. For me, don't make target and deadline unattainable. Okay, if for example, if staff are rushing to achieve unrealistic objective and deadline, they will naturally end up making mistake and oversight on account of not having time to do their most thorough work. Okay, so giving staff equal time for research, planning, project management, and wiggle room for correcting any mistake will lower stress level as well as the risk of human error. Again, also offer regular training and personal development. Okay, technology and software is in a stage of constant advancement, which means the demand from client and customer are evolving simultaneously. Then providing regular timing and opportunities to acquire new skill will mean your workforce is well equipped to utilize this new technology and software as part of their daily routine. And then lastly, make sure staff have access to the tool they need. Time is essential, but without adequate resource tool, you will be setting your workforce up to fail. From technology to resource and the right kind of workspace, you need to ensure your workforce have everything they need to work effectively and productively. Without this, without this, human error is in, inevitable. Okay, that's from me.
Okay, thank you for both panel, Mr. Anderson and Miss NURUL AKILA. Okay, thank you for your suggestion and your opinion about of all my answer. And to conclude this forum, we know that the importance of the OSHA requirement in the company management, which is it helps to prevent any hazard or injury from happening to the worker and also to the employer. Therefore, in Malaysia also we implement this OSHA Act to prevent any Malaysian worker or employer from getting injury and accident. And also the worker should learn about the OSHA to prevent them from getting injury, and also they need to follow all the OSHA guidelines that the company provide, and also the safety factor for them from getting any injury. There are some methods that we can identify the hazard from happening. There are many types of accident or injury which is justify the risk from minor, moderate, and major, like Miss SHAHIDA said. Also, our panel said about on how we can reduce the human error, which is to organize the communication, do not to have many channels, and also, and from Miss NURUL AKILA is to offer the regular training to the company itself, the worker, and also the employer. And that's all from our team and from our group discussion. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Assalamualaikum.